Hey, good evening. This is your girl, Coach O. I am going to give you a few minutes to join so that we can have a short conversation. We're not going to be on here long, but I just felt like coming on for a few minutes to speak with you. So I would appreciate when you do chime in to let me know where you're chiming in from, to let me know, are you reaching, obtaining, working towards your goals? So I'm excited. Gonna give you a few minutes. I know it takes a few minutes for you to know that I'm on. This is impromptu. So you may be busy. That's okay. If you're watching the replay, thank you for listening at the replay. Share this out, comment and engage. I will answer any questions or give any feedback when I see it. But you see what the title of this live feed is. Don't allow they to stop you. You have heard that they said this and they said that. They told you that it was not possible. They told you that you would not be anybody, that you would not do anything. They told you that it will not work. But I come here tonight to encourage you to not allow they to stop you from moving forward. Don't allow they to stop you from dreaming big. Don't allow they to stop you from getting out of your comfort zone, trying some things that you've never tried, doing some things that you've never done, and wanting and desiring some things that you have never had. I'm here to tell you that it is possible. I'm here to tell you that you can do it. I'm here to tell you that you can hit those targets. And you can reach those goals. You can. If you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. And are you hitting your goals? Are you hitting your targets? Have you created a plan? Are you executing the plan? What's hindering you? What's stopping you? And who is stopping you? Because sometimes, and a lot of times, it's not the what. It's not the what. It is the who. It is the who that is stopping you. It is the who. It is the who because somebody has told you that it's not possible. Somebody have told you that they tried it and it didn't work for them. But see, they don't have your drive. They don't have your ambition. They don't have your determination. And I know sometimes it can sound very repetitive. You can hear the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And you feel like I get tired of hearing that. But you need to hear those things over and over and over for the mere fact. It is those things that we repeatedly hear that we begin to execute. Those things that we constantly hear that we begin to take a hold of, that we begin to hold on to. Those things that we constantly hear are the things that we execute. But you have had somebody. Thank you all so much for joining. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Hey, Corey. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Agnes. I hope I pronounced that right. Hey, Bobby. Thank you so much for joining. But there's somebody that told you that you can't do it. They have told you that you couldn't do it because of where you live, because of the family that you was born into, because of the school you attended, because of your behavior. You know, when you were younger, they have told you that it's not possible. They said you don't have the money, but can I tell you what you do have? All you need is a little hope and a lot of faith. All you need is a little hope and a lot of faith. If you have a little hope and you have a lot of faith, you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. You can do whatever it is that you want to do because your gifts will make room for you. Your gifts will open doors for you. And when you begin to sharpen your gifts, when you begin to sharpen your skills. Good evening, Perez. Good evening, Raquel. Thank you so much for joining. Good night. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. Good night, wherever you're tuning in from, because I know you are watching globally. You are watching globally. You're literally watching all over the world. But somebody has told you that it is not possible. But Coach O want to encourage you on tonight that you can. Yes, you can. Don't let they stop you from dreaming big. Don't let they stop you from the desires that you want. All you need is a little hope, a lot of faith. Make a decision on what it is that you want. Find out the necessary steps for you to get what you want, and then start executing. When you begin to execute, good evening, Dr. Smalls. Thank you so much for joining. Execute. So when you create a plan, first, the only reason you'll need a plan is because you've made a decision. Excuse me. You have made a decision. You've made a decision to do something. You've made a decision to become somebody. You've made a decision to acquire something. And it's not all the time money. Sometimes you have decided to acquire your peace. Sometimes you have decided that you're going to acquire your happiness, that you're going to take ownership, that you're not going to hold anyone else responsible for you being happy. You're not going to hold anyone else responsible for you having what it is that you need. So you have made a decision that you're going to have it, that you're going to be it, that you're going to do it. You have made a decision. And once you make that decision, you have to create a plan. Because see, our plan, it may include other people. It may include other places. It may include things. So you create a plan. You don't have to know how the plan is going to pan out. That's the mistake that a lot of people make, because a lot of people will stop. They know what they want, but they never create the plan because they don't know how to get it. But see, being a believer and being a child of the Most High God, it's not my job to figure out how he is going to give me the desires of my heart, which he gave me the desires. Now, I know there are some things that we can want that God probably don't give us, but there are some things that he give us. And the only reason that we have the desire is because he gave it to us. We're walking in his will. We're walking in his way. We're following his word. So the desires that we have, they came from him. So guess what? He know what it takes for us to get it. Now, all the time we don't get what we need right away because we cannot obtain everything that we need when we think that we need it. We know that he's on time. We know that he is everywhere doing everything for everybody. He can do it. We know that he holds the whole world, the entire world, in his hands, and he got your dreams in his hands. He have your plans in his hands. He have you in his hands. You know, he have the little bitty babies in his hands. So knowing that we are in his hands, he have our plans, and that he have the ability to make our plans become our reality. He will begin to give us the wisdom. He will begin to give us the knowledge. Thank you so much for your support, Dr. Small. He will give us the wisdom and the knowledge. He will give us the strength to be able to execute those plans. Because see, sometimes in our past can knock the wind out of us. Our past can make us feel like we cannot do it. Our past can make us feel like it's not possible. And sometimes it's because of the stories that has been told of our past, of other people. And sometimes it's the stories in which we tell ourselves after we have had an experience in our past. But I come to tell you today, despite what you have went through in your past, despite what somebody has told you, despite how somebody has tried to bring you down, instead of giving you a hand up, that it is possible yet for you to obtain your goals. You're not too old. You're not too young. You don't need another degree. You don't have to have another certificate. You don't have to go through another program. Can I encourage you on tonight? Everything that you need, you already have it. Y'all not going to talk to me tonight. Everything that you need, you already have it. You already have what you need to take the first step. You already have what you need to execute what needs to be executed. What you need, you got it. You got it. You need to surround yourself. Sydney, I see you. I'm praying for you in the name of Jesus. I know that God is a God that answers prayer, and it doesn't matter what your need is, but God can do all things but fail. God can do all things but fail. So we're praying for you. We're praying that whatever your need is, that God will answer, because we know that when nobody else can, God can. So we're praying for our dear friend Sydney, for whatever her need is, in the mighty name of Jesus, that God will move on his behalf, on her behalf, in his timing, and that his will be done in her life. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. And you know, sometimes, even in the midst of all that you're doing, sometimes we have to take a step back, do what needs to be done in the moment, do that, and then continue on. We cannot pause and just stay stuck and feel like it's never going to happen. We got to lose this all or nothing thinking and believe that it may not happen in the time that I wanted it to happen. It may not have happened the way I wanted it to happen, but the only reason that I am still here, and the only reason God allows me to still house that dream in my heart and in my mind and in my thinking, and that it come out of my mouth, is because that it is still possible for it to come to pass. That will be the only reason that I can't run from it. I can't get it out of my mind. I can't quit thinking about it. I can't quit writing about it. You know, so even like today, I've had a very long day, but today was not a wasteful day. I mean, today was very constructive, even though it was time consuming in one area. But the time that I was waiting, I didn't waste the wait. I didn't waste my wait. While I was waiting on one thing, I was working on something else. Come on, y'all not going to talk to me. While I was waiting on one thing, I was working on another thing. So I want you to be encouraged, and I want you to not waste your wait, because while you're waiting, you can be working. While you are waiting, you can be working. So as I was waiting, I had my book. As I was waiting, I had my book. As I was waiting, I was writing out my business plan. As I was waiting, I was writing out the strategies. As I was waiting, I was working. So we can't not just take a wait and let it be in vain. We can't take a wait and let it be void. We can't take a wait and let it remain empty. But while you are waiting, you can be working. You can be working while you're waiting on your plans to be manifested. You can be waiting while you're waiting on your finances to be turned around. You can be working. You can be working. You can work while you wait. You can work while you wait on your husband, not Ruth's Boaz, but while you wait on your husband. He said that when he finds a wife, he finds a good thing. But you can work while you waiting. You can let your hands be busy. You can work while you wait. Don't let they stop you, because see, they told you it didn't work. They told you it wasn't possible. They told you wasn't going to do it. They told you would never be anybody. They told you would never have anything. Don't let they stop you. Today you have a fresh get up about you. You have a renewal about you. You have something about you to tell yourself that, yes, I can do it. I don't care what he say. Yes, I can do it. I don't care what she say. Yes, I can do it. I don't care what they say. You have a fresh, yes, I can. You need to just type yes, I can in the comments. Type yes, I can. There is something important about There is something that happens when you write a thing down. It's good to think about it. It's good to have it in your mind. But when you write it down, it does one thing. But when you say it out loud, it does another thing. Because I know that faith comes. Now faith comes by the hearing. And it comes by the hearing of the word of God. But when you say something, see, it's easy for you to hear what I am saying. But see, you might hear what I say. But when you say it, you hear what you say. You know your voice. You know you. So when you type it, when you write it out, and then when you say it, when you say, yes, I can do this. I know I've been through some bad relationships, but I can have a good relationship. I know I have not managed my money well, but I can operate by a budget. I can earn multiple streams of income. I can be a 6 and 7 figure earner. Yes, I can. I can have a business of growth. Yes, I can. I can be a friend. Yes, I can. I can love people that I know that hates me. Yes, I can. I can still communicate with people that I know only communicate with me and later are talking about me. Yes, I can. I can do that with a clean heart. I can do that with a peace of mind. Yes, I can. See, we got to have some yes, I cans. If we're going to not let they stop us, we got to say, yes, I can. Come on now. Y'all not going to talk to me tonight. Share this out. Invite somebody. And you know that stars do support. So if you can, yes, you can. If you can't, that's okay. It's no pressure. But listen, yes, you can. You can do it. You can get back up on your feet. You can turn your situation around. You can have a breakthrough. Yes, you can. Yes, you can be healed. Yes, you can be broken free. Yes, you can have peace. You can have happiness. And you don't have to have happiness with people because your happiness comes from within. Y'all not going to talk to me tonight. Your happiness comes from within. You don't have to wait on somebody to come and get you. You don't have to wait on somebody to come and rescue you. You don't have to wait on somebody to give you permission, and you don't need their approval. Yes, you can. See, some of us has been allowing people to critique us that's not even qualified. They haven't been where you trying to go. They're not doing what you doing, but you got to say, yes, I can. Yes, I can do it. I may be the first one in my family to do it. Yes, I can. Yes, I can break generational curses. Yes, I can break stereotypes. Yes, I can. See, we got to tell ourselves, I am a woman in what they call a man world, but yes, I can achieve my goals. Yes, I can live the life of my dream. See, life begins when we get out of our comfort zone. Life begins when we get out of our past and we get in our present. When we get in the present moment, we're going to do a little planning for tomorrow, but we're going to work toward today. While you wait, you work. While you wait, you work. You work toward the things that you want. You work toward the things that you want. It does not cost you anything to dream. And can I let you in on a little secret? Can I let you in? Come in a little bit closer. Come in. This just between us. And if they're not here, don't tell them. If they're not here, don't tell them. Come on in. God can afford your dreams. Your dreams are not too expensive for him. There is no thing that you can dream about that God cannot afford. And there is no thing that you should limit God on because you think he can't afford it. There's nothing too big. There's nothing too hard. There's nothing too far. There's nothing too deep. There's nothing too high that he cannot reach. He can reach your dreams. He can pay for your dream in full. Oh, come on now, somebody. He can pay for your dreams in full. He can pay for your event in full. Somebody has been trying to do an event. Somebody has been trying to do an event and you've been wrestling in your mind when you're going to be able to do it because you really don't have the resources to do it. Now, this right here is impromptu. And if this you, just raise your hand. But somebody has been wanting to do an event that would help a lot of people. But you have been tugging in your mind that you don't know if you will be able to pull it off. This message is for you. This is for you, just for you. If it's for you, grab a hold to it and know that that event is not too expensive for God. That event is not out of God's reach. That event is not possible for God. God can do it. God can do it. And he can do it in a record amount of time. God can do it in a record amount of time. I know you've been tugging in your mind. You said you haven't did enough marketing. You haven't got it out in enough time. Let me tell you something. Those that are supposed to attend will. Those that are supposed to sponsor will. Those that are supposed to help you will. Those that are supposed to serve you will. You're going to have sponsors. You're going to have people that's going to serve. You're going to have people that's going to pay. God can afford your dream. God can afford your plan. God can afford your event. So you have to write out the plan. It says write the vision and make it plain. But you have to start out by putting it on paper. I know you like to type in your notes on your phone. You got to write it out. Get you some, I don't care what you write it on. You can write it on a napkin. You can write it on a piece of toilet paper. You can write it on copy paper. You can get you a tablet. You can get you a ring binder. You can get you a journal. I don't care what you write it on. Just write it down. Write it down and put a date on it. Write it down and put a date on it. When you put a date on it, you put a demand on it. When you put a date on it, you put a demand on it. You are demanding that date to come to pass, that you're going to do the thing that's going to be transformational for many, that's going to bring change for many, that is going to turn things around for many. And while you are doing it for them, it's going to happen for you. You can't water a thing and not get wet. When you watering it, it's going to wet you too while you helping. Some of your most productive times is when you've done things for other people. And when you're down the most, when you help people, you begin to feel your best. When you serve, you begin to feel your best. So I'm going to get ready and cut off. I thank you all for your engagement. Thank you all so much for being here. I thank you for the stars, for the love, for the comments. Listen, while you are waiting, work your work, work your plan, sharpen your skills, sharpen your mindset, because see, you have to first start with your mindset. You have to erase the lies that the enemy told you. You have to erase the lies that people that thought they were protecting you and loving you and keeping you. You have to erase those lies when they told you you can't do it. You got to tell yourself, yes, I can. Yes, I can do it. I can start that business. Yes, I can. My business can grow. Yes, I can. I can get the home that I want. Yes, I can. I can drive the house I want. Yes, I can. I can be happy. Yes, I can. I can live with joy. Yes, I can. I can have peace. I can have peace in a noisy world. Yes, I can. Don't let they stop you. Don't let they stop you. I've said a lot. I don't want you to think I was lost. I know where I started. I know where I was going, and I know where I'm going to finish. Don't let they stop you. They've been talking for a long time. They don't have no name. They that usually is bringing it is the one that's saying it, but they don't even have enough nerve to tell you that it's them. They have to use a cover up. But I'm telling you, Coach O, Dr. O, Onika, I'm telling you, yes, you can. You got this. You got it. You have everything that you need. You have everything that you need within your proximity. You may not have everything in your hand, but it's in your reach. I'm going to say that again. You may not have everything you need or want in your hand, but it's in your reach. It's not too far from you. Thank you so much. It's not too far from you. Thank you so much, Dr. Shirley. Thank you so much. It's not too far from you. It may not be in your hand today on July the 23rd, but it's in your reach. Your budget for your event is in your reach. You have people around you that is waiting to support you. They need to know your plan. Write your plan down and you tell them what it is that you are trying, or what it is that you are desiring, what it is that you are wanting to do. 72 hours. 72 hours. I hear 72 hours. 72 hours. If you have that plan completed and you start sharing that plan, that you're going to start getting the funding that you need. You've been trying to figure out, where can this event even be held? You've been trying to find a venue. I'm talking to somebody on here. Somebody has been trying to acquire a venue, and you feel like, I don't have the budget. But you're going to find that you're going to have favor, because favor is not fair. And when you're serving God, and you're serving God's people, and you don't have a negative motive, but your motive is just for transformation. Your motive is for change. Your motive is to bring somebody up. Your motive is not to stand on people. It is not even for you to be seen or heard, but you're going to be the face of it. When your motives are pure and your heart is humble, God will always make a way. He will make a way. He will make a way. And he is letting us know tonight that he is able. God is able to do all things but fail. And he's not going to fail you in your plan, but you got to be an active participant. It can't be passive. He's not going to do it for you, but he'll do it with you. He will guide you. He will give you wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and he is going to send you support. You're going to talk to somebody and they say, you know what? I've been wanting to do that, but I didn't know how to do this part. You're going to have a partnership with somebody. Listen. I can feel this in my being. And whoever I'm talking to, you're here. You're going to have a partnership with somebody that they're going to have the other half of what you didn't have. And it's going to be beautiful. And they're not going to be somebody that you've always known. It's going to be somebody that in the back of your head, you knew that's the person, but you wasn't sure. But now, after tonight, you're sure. You're sure. And God keeps bringing that person to the front of your mind. And you keep thinking, no, they're not going to be interested. No, they're not going to be interested. But just reach out. Trust God. And know that he is working it out. He's already touched their heart. He's already touched their heart. They already know that you're coming. They're waiting for you. You're not waiting on God. God's waiting on you to move. So as in our closing, don't allow they to stop you. Write it down. Write it down, write it down, write it down, write it down, write it down. And as you write it down, read it. Read it out loud to yourself. Read it out loud. You read your plan and be very specific. And if it's money, it's nothing wrong with earning money. You have to use money so that you can help people. Use money so that you can help people. So if you know you need a certain amount of money to be able to help people, be very specific on the amount you need. Be very specific on what you need it for. Be very specific on the outcome that you are expecting when you do all of that. When you do all of that. When you do that, be specific, and it will blow your mind. When you see the things that you specifically laid out, when you see them come to pass, yes, you can. 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 Stop telling yourself you can't do it. Yes, you can. You have been tuned in to your girl, Coach O, Dr. O. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Whether you're on here live, listening at the replay, let us know where you're tuning in from. And you can support me with stars so that I can continue to create content. We're going to be doing these impromptus. We're going to be here regular. I'm back. I'm ready. I am ready to serve you. I'm ready to serve you. If you're looking for a coach, I'm ready to serve you. I am ready to serve you. I love you so much. I love you too. I love you too, Anna. I love you too. We are at a time in our life, and I know I said we're getting ready to go, and we are. We're at a time in our life that we don't have much time to waste. Days are going by so fast and so many things are happening. So if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? And if you don't do it now, you may not even have a chance. Now is the time to do the things that you've always wanted to do. So don't let they stop you, and just continue to tell yourself, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can be that person. Yes, I can have that. You don't have to tell yourself that you can't afford it, you can't do it, you can't go, you will never have the opportunity to do that. Yes, you can. Yes. Wait, dear, I'll open my other account to share your live. Okay, I'm waiting. Listen. Yes, you can. There's more. There's more that we can talk about. There's more that we can do. I can feel this in my being. Somebody needs this. Somebody was ready to give up. Somebody was ready to throw in the towel. Somebody was ready to tell themselves. They was beginning to mirror the words that they've heard of others to say that they couldn't do it. But I want you to mirror my words. I want you to repeat my words. I want you to tell yourself, and I don't care what your location is. I don't care where you're located, where you was born, who you was born to, in the school you attend. There is a possibility. And you know, the only difference in those that can't and can is the stories that they tell themselves. It's what they believe. It's what they believe they can. It's the stories that they tell themselves. Tell yourself positive things. Tell yourself things of inspiration. Tell yourself things that's going to give you energy, that's going to drive you, that's going to push you, that's going to pull you. Because see, sometimes you have to be pulled. Sometimes you have to be pushed. Sometimes you have to be driven. Sometimes you have to drive. And sometimes you have to say that I am not quitting because I'm tired. I'm not going to quit until I'm done. I'm not going to quit until I'm finished. I'm not going to quit until I achieve my goals. I got one more goal that I need to hit tonight before 12. So if you're not following me, follow me. If you're not supporting me, support me. I am a supporter. I support with stars. I support with engagement. I support with words of encouragement. I support with inspiration. But what I support with the most, I support with my action, because my actions speak louder than my words. And the things that I say, I do. That's important, because too often we have some people that say one thing and they do something else. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Dr. Smalls. Thank you so much for the love. You have some people that will say one thing and they do something else. My. We have to be at a point that we say what we gonna do and we do what we say, but that requires a special discipline. It requires discipline when things look like they're not working in our favor. It requires a special discipline when it seems like it's not possible. But I want to encourage you on today. I want to encourage you. We was getting ready to go, but I'm getting excited. And as long as you're here with me, I'm here with you. But I want to encourage you, because see, when I said somebody was going to give up, I want to encourage you with this word that I wrote down, that disruption always follow intentions. Disruptions always follow good intentions. When you start off doing something great, when you start off doing something good, when you start off thinking that you're going to do something that's going to change this world, that's going to transform people's life, that's going to make a difference, when you start off with that mindset, do you know that change, transformation, and difference is not going to be the first thing you're going to see? You're going to see some trials. You're going to see some tribulations. You're going to have some boulders. You're going to have some distractions, disruptions. Always, not sometimes, always follow good intentions. That's why you hear people say, before I started working on this, I was not experiencing this. That's why you hear people say, before I said yes to God, that I was not being attacked the way I'm being attacked. But it's not a sign that you're doing something bad and wrong. It's a sign that you're heading in the right direction, because your breakthrough, oh, come on now, somebody, your breakthrough is right there. And we know that the darkest hour is just before dawn. Your breakthrough is just right before you say, I quit. But you got to make up in your mind tonight and say, quitting is not an option. I may get there. It may take me a little longer to get there, but quitting is not an option. I may have to push the date out, but quitting is not an option. I may not be able to do it at 100, but quitting is not an option. I may not be able to take big steps, but quitting is not an option. I may not be able to do it by myself, but quitting is not an option. I may have to get a coach. I may have to hire a consultant. I may have to get a partner. I may have to get a partner that may have to have some stake in my business. I am not giving up. They can't stop me. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I can be it. Yes, I can acquire it. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You can. You can. You can. It doesn't matter where you stay, what country you live in, what state you in, what city you in, what town you in. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Disruption always follow your good intentions. All you wanted to do is be good. All you wanted to do is help people. You didn't want to experience all that. You didn't want to be attacked. You didn't want to go through that. All you wanted to do. But let me tell you, it's greater on the side. It is greater. It gets greater later. In the beginning, you experience some things. In the beginning, you're going to be attacked. In the beginning, people you thought was going to be with you, they may not be the ones that go with you to the promised land. They may be on the journey all the way. Listen, you're going to have some people that's going to go all the way with you. But when it's time to hit that button, when it's time to sign that bill, when it's time to release that check, when it's time to go in, when it's time to get the space, you don't see them no more. But don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy, because God got a ram in the bush. When they stop, He got somebody already standing to start. When they stop, God already have somebody ready to start. See, there are some people that's only going to go so far with you. There are some people that they can only take you so far. But don't be discouraged because they did what they were supposed to do. Don't be discouraged because they played their part. See, Judas only had one part. He was only supposed to do the kiss. He did what he was supposed to do. He wasn't supposed to, all those other tasks, that wasn't his task. So don't be upset. Don't be disappointed. Don't be discouraged because somebody is not going all the way. They went the distance that they were called to go with you, and somebody else is going to pick you up where they drop you off. See, you got upset. See, somebody, oh my God, come on now, I'm trying to get off of here. Somebody has been discouraged in relationship because you've been through a divorce, right? You felt like that last husband dropped you off. But baby, let me tell you, somebody's coming to pick you up. All you got to do is start doing the things. Come on. You got to start doing the things, right? Do the thing. Don't feel like it's never going to happen. It's never going to work. When you least expect it. When you are the least expected. That's when it's going to happen. Not just with the husband. I'm talking about with the business. I'm talking about with the money. I'm talking about with the kids. I'm talking about with the wife. I'm talking about when you are least expected, when you're not trying so hard, when you're not thinking about it, when you're not worried, when you dry your eyes. See, you done cried so many tears that you don't even hardly have any. You don't even have cry water. No need to cry no more. Help is on the way. My God, please share the live. Please, please. Thank you all so much for your support. You have cried your last tear. No more tears. You cried your last tears yesterday. This is not the time for you to cry. This is time for you to rejoice even before you see your change. Because a change is going to come. A change is about to come. And I just have a feeling that everything is going to be all right. I have a feeling that those things that has been hindering you, that's been holding you back, that's been telling you that you can't do it, and those people, it's going to be all right. Things are beginning to turn around. They're beginning to turn around. Favor is going to work in your favor. Favor is going to work in your favor. Favor is going to work in your favor. So when you look for that at first, I'm going back to, and I know he got me all over the place. But for the person that was looking for that venue for this event that you don't believe that you can afford, God can afford your dreams. But at first they told you those dates, it could have been something about dates were not available, space not available. Go back and talk to them again. Go back. You got to go back. Go back. Don't put it in your mind that I'm not going to ask them no more. They already told me. Don't go back and say, well, I know it's not available. Don't go back with that mindset. You go back and say, I am going to acquire what I came to get. I am going to get the dates that I need. I'm going to get the space that I need. I'm going to get the people that I need. I'm going to have the money that I need. We have to change our language. See, sometimes we'll tell ourselves that, if this happened, it's not an if. It's not an if. You got to tell yourself that I am going to acquire. If it's the promotion, you're going to get the promotion, and you already know what the promotion, what the promotion sign-on bonus is, what the increase is. So you have to start talking and planning, because see, your money like to have a name to it. Your money like to have a name to it. Come on now, somebody. So when you start talking about this plan and you start feeling like you change your word. And I just feel like somebody needs to hear this, because see, I know what you're saying out loud, but what are you saying to yourself? Oh, come on now, somebody. I know what you're saying out loud. I know what you tell people when they ask you how you doing. I know how you respond when somebody say how you're feeling. I know what you're saying out loud. But what is those secret conversations that you're having with yourself when you're laying in the bed? See, the blank lines, it opens up space in your mind and in your heart to say that you can't do it. You have to start, when you write it down, when you put it in your book, you have to start. See, right now, when you're in that space of not knowing, that's when you got to rely on your book. So when you write it down and you're in the bed, and you have to start speaking those words over yourself. You have to speak it over yourself so it can become manifest in your life. Speak it over yourself and continue to tell yourself you're going to get that job. You're going to get that promotion. You're going to start that business. Your business is going to be stable. Your business is going to grow. You're going to have a high profit margin. You're going to be able to get your packaging right. You're going to get your people right. You're going to get your life right. You're going to get your money right. You're going to get your relationships right. Listen, somebody needs to hear this, because you have been doubting yourself. Good evening. Let me reset the live. Good evening. If you're just tuning in, this is your girl, Coach O. I don't want you to allow they to stop you. Hey, Sister Golden Words. Thank you so much for listen, you're going to be able to do it. But you got to be prepared for when the enemy come and try to attack your plan. You got to be prepared. Listen, you got to be prepared, because he's coming. The enemy is coming. You heard what I just told you a few minutes ago, that disruption always follow good intention. Disruption always follow good intentions. When you start out to do something good, it's going to come and snatch you. It's going to come and snatch you. It's going to snatch you by your hand. It's going to snatch you by your papers. It's going to snatch you by your goals. It's going to snatch you by your wallet. It is going to come and snatch you. But you got to make up in your mind that you are not going to allow they to stop you. And you got to tell yourself that, yes, I can. I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. You can do it. You can do it. So if you're just tuning in, we're going to cut off. We're going to be back If you like this, give me some hearts, thumb it up, engage. If you like this, we're going to come in a couple of times a week. We can do this. We can do this because I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be the same. You're not going to be the same. And you got to get out of your head and get out of your circumstance. Get out of your head and get out of your circumstance and get in your heart and believe that what is in your heart, that it can be in your life. Because as a man thinketh in his or her heart, so is he. Stop thinking that you are a defeated foe. You got the victory. Yes, you can. Talk to you later.